Okay. Beta. I'm gonna show y'all boys where I'm from, man. I'm from that.
Say, man, what it do with the camp? Shine like that big boss hog boss out. Cake Poe through the door here to talk to this boxing. Before I get into my soliloquy, maybe tough times don't last. Good people do not accept. Kind of matter if I like me, you matter. Peak game, man. The folks was right. I'm working. Told y'all. Alright. So, according to Wine Sun Sports Media and BoxingNews24.com, Jaron Boots Ennis says he's at 154. The time is now. Him versus Vergil Ortiz is going to happen. That's according to Jaron Boots Ennis. He says, Eddie Hearn is trying to negotiate a fight between him and Vergil Ortiz for September or October. And he's talking about that's going to be a big money fight, right? Now, according to the article, it says it's going to be very difficult for the fight to be made because, Oscar De La Hoya is going to want big money for Vergil Ortiz. So Eddie Hearn got to come with the right offer for that way both fighters can be compensated. I will post the link to the article in the description. Here's my take on this. Eddie Hearn, I don't think we'll be able to deliver this fight. Now, Boots acknowledged that. He said, hey, if this fight don't happen, I got other options. I don't know if Eddie Hearn can get this fight over here. I'm not going to lie to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. I don't believe in Eddie Hearn. I just don't. Right? He's done nothing for Boots' career. Even in the article, Boots brings up the fact that, he can't wait to shut people up about the ducking claims. You wouldn't have ducking claims if you didn't sign with Eddie Hearn. And that's why I made the video on Clutch Factor. Go check that out about Jaron Boots Ennis making bad business moves. Okay? It's not the fact that I feel like Boots is afraid. I feel like Boots don't know what he's doing. And he got people in his corner that don't know what he's doing. Who know what they're doing. So what's happening is they're causing him to make bad decisions that's making him look bad because he's listening to them instead of making the right moves and putting himself with people who know what they're doing. That's what it's about in the sport of boxing, right? You want people in your corner that know what they're doing. I don't think Boots got people on his corner that know what they're doing. They making decisions off emotion, and they're not realizing that, and even how they pitching it to him is not right. You know what I'm saying? When you are a promoter, right, your job is to make sure your fighter is promoted in the right manner. And what I mean by this is this, okay? Not sticking the guy in his hometown, right? You get a fight, you just sticking him in his hometown. It don't matter who he fighting. Your job is to promote him. So you put him in any market just to get him the exposure, right? But you're sticking him in his hometown and putting him in the biggest, a semi-big stadium to sit there and say, oh, look, see, he's fighting in big stadiums. That's cool. But he's doing it at home, right? Now, most people may say, oh, man, fighting at home is very difficult. That may be true. But what about fighting on the road? You see what I'm saying? You got to put your fighter in situations to where you can market him. It's all about marketing, right? That's what this thing boils down to. When you promoting your fighter, you want to market him as well, right? That way, if he puts on a great performance, he's going to gain more fans. That's more money for him. That's more money for you. But Eddie Hearn is lazy. It's lazy promotion, right? So I don't think, I'm being real with y'all, I don't think he's going to be able to get Boots this Vergil Ortiz fight. Unless Turk gets involved, right? Now, Turk get involved and he able to give them the money that they want, okay, that's a different story. But you already know if Turk get involved, where this fight going to be at, Saudi Arabia. And this is not a Saudi Arabia fight. This is an American fight. This fight needs to be in Vegas, right? That's just what it is, right? This fight needs to be in Las Vegas, Nevada, the boxing mecca. That's just where it needs to be at. But we'll see. You know, Eddie Hearn might prove me wrong. I mean, like I said, I was shocked when he got the standing on this fight. You know what I mean? Because like I told you, I don't believe in Eddie Hearn. I don't believe in him as a promoter. I don't think he's a good promoter. You know what I mean? I'm not going to lie to you. He's only good with the UK guys. He does a phenomenal job with them. But American fighters, it's lazy. You know what I mean? It's very lazy. I'm just being real. You know what I mean? So, and a lot of times he just want to be involved just to say, oh, I brought this over. You know, he don't want to be involved because he genuinely care about the fighter. He want to be involved because he want to be like Sean Combs. We're going to call him Eddie Combs from now on. Eddie Combs, right? Take that. Crocodile, take that. Eddie Combs, right, wants to be in the camera, dancing in the videos. That's what Eddie Combs want to do. No, that's not a recipe for, no. So I think that at the end of the day, when you look at the totality of the circumstances, bro, Boots, if he stay with Eddie, he might not get no top fights. I'm not gonna lie to you. I see Boots getting a lot of these fights if he remove himself from Eddie Hearn. You know what I mean? Now, where does he go? I don't know. I'm not sitting here telling him to go back. You know, I mean, he never would sign the PBC. So I'm not going to sit and be like, oh, go sign with PBC. You know what I'm saying? But at your weight class, a lot of the champions are on the PBC side at your weight. You know what I'm saying? So how you going to lure them from over there to come, you know what I mean? PBC got 54 on lock. They got dang near all the champions, right? Don't be like Bud and be stupid. I'm telling you. Don't be like Bud Crawford and sit over there. Go where the smoke is at. That's all I'm going to say. Don't do what he did. You know what I mean? I'm just being real with you. Go where the smoke is at. That's all I'm saying. You can do with this information what you will. I'm just letting you know. Go where it's at. You know what I mean? PBC got majority of the belts. Go over there. WBC, WBO, right? IBF, all over there. Go where it's at. That's all I say. You know what I mean? But if this fight is able to get delivered, it will be a big money fight. You know what I mean? And it would be impressive for Boots, for his first fight at 54, to be Vergil Ortiz. Especially Vergil Ortiz, dominating Majimov for coming off that dominant performance, right? So it would be a wonderful fight for Boots. You know what I mean? It's a tough test, a tall order. You know what I mean? It's 154. Boots gonna have to patch up some things in his game. I say on the defensive side. You know what I mean? Because he can't take those shots clean at 54. I'm sorry, you just can't. You can't take those risks. At 47, you might be able to, But at 54, you get hit by the right person. Next thing you know, you got the stanky legs. You know what I'm saying? We don't want that. So what I would like for Boots to do is just kind of patch up on his defense a little bit. And Boots his defense is cold when he's sharp. You know what I mean? When he's sharp, man, look, his defense is the best in boxing. You know what I mean? But he gotta be locked in. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm looking forward to the matchup if it's able to get made, but I don't think it's gonna get made. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't, like I told you, I don't believe in Eddie Hearn. I don't think Eddie Hearn is a good promoter. You know what I mean? And that's just real talk. I know the UK, hey man, I'm not one of the ones be playing with either. You know what I mean? I can't take y'all seriously talking like that. I ain't gonna hold you. That's real talk, man. But all I'm saying at the end of the day, man, is just hopefully, this fight can get made, bro. You know what I mean? For Boots' sake. You know what I mean? I feel like this is a fight that needs to be. If I was Boots, I would be looking to any fighter that says I'm ducking them, I'm fighting them first. That's how it sums up to me. If you sat there and said, "Oh man, you ducking me," bet we finna fight. That's just what it is. I don't care about none of this other stuff. Hey man, yeah, we finna fight, bro. Hey, yeah, go on, let's get this out the way. You know what I'm talking about? So we shall see how this thing goes. Y'all let me know what y'all think though. Can Eddie Hearn get Jaron Boots Ennis the Vergil Ortiz fight? Can Eddie Hearn and Oscar De La Hoya work together? Y'all let me know what y'all think. Let's go.